机舱旅客登机，谢谢。
What's up, people? I'm back in Taiwan. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm back in Taiwan. Right now, I am still in a quarantine hotel because in Taiwan, you're still required to go through 7 days of mandatory quarantine. Yeah, don't be confused if I look down here. I took notes because I tend to go off topic a little bit. Today's my last day of quarantine, which means I will be leaving this hotel tomorrow. I've had long 7 days here and it's really enough. I'm happy that I can leave tomorrow and finally do something. But first, let me tell you why I'm here in the first place. As some of you may know, I used to be an exchange student in Taiwan, actually in the city that I am right now, which is Taichung. And I was an exchange student 2018 and 19. So I returned to Germany in mid-2019. And since then, I've been wanting to come back to Taiwan. But of course, first I had to finish school, and then the pandemic hit. Actually, the pandemic hit while I was still in school. But what that meant is that you couldn't enter Taiwan, especially not as a foreigner. The borders were closed, and the only way for me to enter Taiwan was to get a student visa. So since I was done with school and I actually didn't really know what to do, I applied for university here at Fangzhou University. I got in, and yeah, now I'm here. That's pretty much the whole story. About arriving in Taiwan, it's a little bit, well, not that complicated right now, but it's more complicated than other airports probably, because the COVID restrictions are still pretty tough. So I actually have to look this up because I keep forgetting. Yes. For me it was actually a little bit easier, I think, because as a student I was kind of registered with the Ministry of Education, and they sent someone to the airport to pick me and some other students who were arriving with my plane to pick us up. And yes, it was a lovely lady, and she was supposed to, or she did explain to us what we had to do at the airport and what was gonna happen. And she was actually supposed to come along with us throughout the whole process, but she couldn't because there was another plane arriving. So she only brought us to the first 2 steps, which maybe are even the hardest, and then we did the rest on our own, which is really fine. I think it's pretty self-explanatory what you have to do at the airport. So first, you arrive at the gate as normal, and there will be people or signs to tell you where to go. Either you're transfer passenger or you're arriving, and those groups will be split because transfer passengers do not have to go through this process, obviously. So then the first thing that you have to do is to apply for Taiwanese SIM card. There are booths right at the beginning of the airport by the different carriers. You can choose whatever plan you like. There's between like 5 days, I think, and 6 months probably. I took a 10-day plan for 500 NT because I just wanted to cover the quarantine. I'm gonna stay here long term, so I'm gonna get a long-term contract with another provider. I'll probably get it tomorrow because mine is about to run out because my quarantine is gonna end. So yeah, actually the most important thing is that you do the health declaration. You actually have to do it before you board your flight. They will check it when you or at the departure airport when you want to board. When you check in, you have to show it. Actually, I might still have mine. Just take a screenshot of it, or just take a picture of it if you did it at the laptop. It just says like your name and your passport number, your flight number, the place where you are gonna quarantine at. So yeah, and then after you get the SIM card, you have to change the phone number that you put in that health declaration. There's actually staff there to help you with that. For me, as soon as I got the SIM card, somebody came up to me and was like, hey, I can help you change the number. And they put in my old number, they put in my new phone number, and I got a text. And I had the new updated version of the health declaration, which looks like this. I don't know if you can see it because I don't have a screen. Yeah, but as soon as you have this, they will let you pass. And the next station was actually some people who just gave me tests. So they gave me 2 rapid tests. I've actually already used them, so I just They gave me 2 of these rapid tests and some stuff for the PCR test that you have to take later at the airport. So just put that in your pocket or keep it somewhere safe. I think the next step was they checked my luggage again, my carry-on that I still had. Yeah, it just went through a scanner again. I didn't even have to take out the electronics and stuff. Then I went through immigration, which is where you show your passport and your visa or whatever you need to enter the country. And that was pretty much most of it already done. I went to pick up my luggage. The last step is to take another PCR test. There are always there are arrows and people who will show you the way, so it's hard to do something wrong, I think. You leave your luggage at a designated area, you go outside, spit in a cup, give it to the staff, and I don't know, they'll send it in for you, and that's pretty much it. Then you're done at the airport. The last thing you have to do then is to take a taxi or the bus to go through your quarantine sites. So for me, I took a taxi. We're just right outside the airport. There will be a line probably. For me there was a line. I waited like half an hour maybe, and the taxi will take you to whatever hotel you have to go, or to your home, wherever you are in quarantine. And it's actually co-funded, the taxi, so you don't have to pay full price. For me, I went to Taiwan, which is about a 2-hour ride, and I paid 1,080 NT, which is like 30 euros. So yes, then you arrive at your quarantine hotel. Congratulations, you're not allowed to leave or to go outside for a few days. The first 3 days of strict quarantine, you can't go out. Then 4 days, I think they call it self-health management. So you can go out if you have to. You can take a test, send them to your hotel, ask them to go out, and then you can go. I'm not sure like what essential thing you need to do. Yeah, don't overdo it, because if you get caught doing something non-essential, I guess, you will be fined. And it will not be a small fine, it will be a big ass fine, and we do not want to pay that. So just keep going outside to a minimum, or just stay in, even though there's nothing to do here, I understand. As I said, I've been staying here for the last 7 days. Tomorrow I'm gonna be picked up by my former host family. As of right now, I don't have an apartment because it's been kind of tough to find one that I like. Luckily, I'm not landing on the street. I will be living with my host family for as long as I need until I find an apartment. So yeah, right now it's Friday. Yes, it's Friday, and university starts on Monday, so I really don't have that much time to prepare and like settle in. But yes, I will be bringing you along because I will be trying to do daily vlogs to show you what it's like here. And yes, I'm very happy to be here.